Alright everybody, welcome back to the channel. Thank you once again for joining me. Before I get started, if you could do me one huge favor, hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, new videos weekly, keeping them coming, informational content, vlog stuff like we're doing today, all sorts of stuff. So thank you for being here. Let's go ahead and dive in. Alright, so as the video title says, this is going to be my active rest day. It is Friday, so I train strength training Monday through Friday during the week. Friday is like an active rest day, recovery day, so depending on how I'm feeling today, it goes a few different ways. The plan is always to get some amount of cardio in. I just like to work my cardiovascular system a little bit, about once a week. Regardless if I'm bulking or cutting or maintaining, I like to get a little bit of cardio work in. We do walk a lot here, which helps, and we walk up lots of hills and things like that, so it does help. Keeps my heart working good, but I like to do a little bit. And lately, I've been working on some more explosive, like high intensity movements and interval work, which is one thing that I'd like to get better at and kind of move back towards, you know, because as I've gotten older, you know, I'm 25 now. Back when I was in like high school and college and playing a lot of sports, I felt like I had a lot of athleticism. So that's something I'm trying to get back to a little bit, to regain some mobility and agility, regain some explosiveness and some power. Just those couple of things where I want to have that again. I want to have that explosiveness. I want to have that athleticism, I guess. So lately I've been doing some intervals on the rower and the assault bike, or the air bike, which is like the thing. I don't know if I'm going to do that today. I may just do some steady state incline walk. I may do the interval work, but we're just going to have to see. After the interval work, I've been absolutely exhausted, and the rest of my rest day at the gym has been very, very poor, so it's usually just me sitting around and recovering from that. I'm hoping as I continue to do it, I'll get better, so I should stick with it, but I have to make a plan for, you know, what I do after that cardio work, because I'm usually pretty exhausted. Come along with me for my day. We'll do some cardio, a little bit of mobility. I might get some abs this morning, and then we have a coffee date, probably at Starbucks. We haven't gone all week to get some coffee because we've been quite busy. Usually we have a couple during the week, but not yet, so we'll do that today. Have a nice day. It is Friday. Alright, it's gonna be a nice day. Thank you guys for being here. Let's head off to the gym. Here we go. Alright, we're here, gonna get a little mobility and stretching work in. I've decided to do some sprints. I don't know if I want to do flat sprints or incline sprints, but I'm gonna do some sprints. No rower or assault bike today. Gonna keep it a little shorter than usual. My legs are a bit beat from leg day yesterday. It usually doesn't line up this way where I have legs and then cardio day. So I'm gonna take it a little easy today, do something new, but start doing some sprints, and I think that'll help build the athleticism that I want. So gonna do that. Gonna stretch out a little bit first, do my sprints, and then spend a bit more time stretching and really doing some good mobility work. So that's the plan for today. doing some sprints right now. There's quite a few people here, so I don't know if I'll be able to set the camera up to film these. I try not to like get anybody else in the shot or like annoy people with my filming, because I know, you know, it's not what the gym is like for. But you know, if I get this, we'll see. But gonna do my sprints. See how this goes. Wish me luck. Quick disclaimer, after watching the video that I filmed of me running here in a second, they are not sprints. So I know I said I was doing incline sprints. They do not look like sprints. I am running at what felt like a fast pace, but here it is. Please don't make fun of me for not sprinting. I promise I tried my best. All right, here it is. Coffee and some porridge with a bit of strawberry jam. Alright, what's up guys? I was waiting today for something to spark my creativity on something to talk about with you all. You know, I like to have a little bit of a chat here, whether it's like if I'm on a trip. Just 1 second. You know, if I'm on a trip and I want to talk about how to eat or work out when you're out on vacation or at some kind of parties or whatever it is. You know, so I was waiting for something today to get my mind going, to give me a topic to talk about, and I just got one. So let's talk about this. All right. So, I think this is a fantastic topic. Myself as a coach and throughout life have used tracking macros and calories as a tool. And I don't preach that you should track macros and calories for like an extended period of time, your whole life or anything. As a coach and as a person, I use macro tracking and tools like MyFitnessPal, nutrition trackers and things like this to help me and us understand what goes in our food, what we're putting in our body, to help us understand how we should eat long term, how we should eat day to day, the freedom that we can have in food choices and picking things for breakfast, lunch, dinner, snacks, and maybe some desserts and things like that. So I just had a client reach out and say that we've been tracking macros for a little while, and they've been struggling a little bit with making the right choices, but also obsessing a little bit and getting very, very anxious about tracking macros, especially when it comes to meals out or parties or events or things like this, where it's really difficult to track. And at that point in time, I told them that it was time that we pulled off and that it's time to stop tracking, because that's not where we want to be with our food. I want everybody to get to a point where you're comfortable and you're happy and you are free and open, I guess I should say, about your food choices, and you feel good about it, and that you just have an overall healthy relationship with your food. That you're not obsessing over anything, that you're not super anxious about the food choices, that you're not panicked about the restaurant you go to might not have food choices that work for you. I don't want anyone to be in that situation, especially when trying to lose weight. It can really lead to patterns like that, where you're really panicked and you think that one meal or one event is going to throw off your entire trajectory of weight loss. So I just wanted to talk about the ways that you should use a tool like MyFitnessPal or a nutrition log, in that it should be used as that. It should be used as a tool for a period of time to learn and to grow from, to then build out your meals and your diet and all of that for the long term. So don't use MyFitnessPal and these tools as something to use forever. Use them, learn from them, and if you notice, I think somebody just smashed some glass. Anyways, where was I? But if you notice any of these behaviors starting to happen, where you're getting obsessed about your food choices, or they're putting you down a lot, or you're really worried about the food choices you're making, and it's starting to affect the way you feel about yourself, or it's creating guilt or anxiety or any of these problems, it's time to reassess the approach you're taking with your diet, because we don't want to lose weight and improve our physical health by destroying our mental health and the way that we feel about the way that we feel about our bodies and the positive way that we think about ourselves. So take care of yourself. Think about what your plan is long term. Think about how you're feeling physically, mentally, emotionally. How's your energy levels? All of those things, take them into account, and don't just think about this end goal where I have to get there no matter what. Have a good path along the way. Enjoy the process, enjoy the journey, take care of yourself, and that's what I have to say. All right, I hope you guys enjoyed that. I think that was a good talk. I think it was a necessary talk for a few of you, maybe a lot of you. Maybe you know someone who's dieting really strictly and you feel like that advice could help them, and just having a more balanced approach to the way that you diet, the way you approach your health. I get all the time new people signing up who say, I want to train 6-7 days a week, maybe more. I want to do cardio in the morning and have 6 strength training days a week. I'm currently on a 1,400 calorie diet and I'm tracking, but how do you feel? How do you feel about yourself, about your body, about everything? You've got to be happy with the process that you're doing, because a lot of times it's a very long process, and the way that I like to teach things is that this process doesn't end. We are going to, and we should, continue to work out and take care of our food and our diet and get enough protein in and all these things for our entire lives. It should be a part of ourselves, but that being said, it should not take over your life. And I think that's the important part when it comes to tracking macros and watching your nutrition, is that it should work with your life, and you should think about it sometimes, but it shouldn't absolutely take over it, and it shouldn't take up your whole time, and it shouldn't take up all your mental and emotional energy. So thank you guys so much for being here once again. Another good day, another good talk, good workout, active rest day this morning, and that's about it. Please, if you haven't already, if you're still here and you have not hit the like button, and also if you've stayed here and you haven't subscribed to the channel yet, you should do that, because you're quite a few minutes in now and you should just subscribe to see the next one. Alright, new video next week. I will see you guys then. Have a good one.